Welcome to the special TSR on the road. We are live here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Had to come down here and take care of some business this afternoon, and it went over. It went a little bit over. In terms of. I'm going to bring up the other. I'm actually going to bring stuff up here. Just be patient with me, guys. I'm in a hotel room, and I'm trying to. There we go. All right, very good. Now. Just bear with me, guys. I'm going to try to get all the settings in here. For whatever reason, YouTube seems to not want to allow me to. I wanted to make this a members only chat, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me anymore. Which to me totally, completely defeats the purpose. At any rate, guys. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually going to open up the phone lines. Shout out to my guys. Over on Sharpe stream. My patrons. Of course, Sharpe stream is available to patrons only. Shout out to you guys. I'm glad to see you guys in here. Not really going to have any topics tonight, guys. This is just going to be sort of a freewheeling. Just going to be a random conversation. Actually, the kilobytes per second here, Dev, are not bad. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, and I'm running 2,671 kilobytes per second, which is about what I get on my connection at home with my big bad Mac Pro and my super fast internet that I pay $1 jillion a month for from Verizon. So it looks like we've already got a caller on the line. So we'll get to you, area code 702, in just a second. 914-205-5356. 914-205-5356 is the number to call in. Matter of fact, you know what? I'll actually put it up on the screen. This is absolutely crazy. Just to sort of set up the TSR mobile command center. The phone lines are lit up. They are absolutely lit up. Let me. I'm gonna give my shout outs here in just a second. Let's see. Auto repair. I don't know anything about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. I don't pay attention to celebrities. Don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about Dr. Dre. I know he's about to get fleeced and all that stuff. But I don't know. I mean, unless it. I don't know. I suppose I could, but I don't know anything about it. So I don't want to comment on things that I don't really know anything about. And to be honest with you, I don't really give a damn about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. So I'm just not going to talk about them. 914-205-5356. Oop, nope, 5356. Okay. 6. There we go. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna put the phone number right there at the top of the screen. 914-205-5356. That's the number to call if you want to get in on the conversation. So, listen, so Elton Alexander, you're out of here. Yeah. See you later. Yeah. Listen, man, I have very low, you guys know, listen, you guys who watch me on the regular, I have very, very low tolerance for bullshit, man. I really do. It gets me in a lot of trouble. That's why most of my videos that I put on YouTube are edited, because I can't really get myself into trouble just dealing with nonsense. This is exactly why I wanted to shrink the chat to members only, because I get a lot of you chuckleheads in here just looking to rile me up. And listen, I'm not emotionally mature enough to handle that stuff yet, so I try to insulate myself from it as much as I can. But for whatever reason, YouTube does not want to they do not want to allow me to keep my sanity. So I guess we'll have to break out with the. Guess we'll have to break out the sniper rifles and pick them off here. So so yeah, what's up, guys? So had to come down here to Fredericksburg, Virginia. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate Fredericksburg. I hate Virginia. I hate anything below the Mason-Dixon line. I fucking hate it here, man. It's rednecks and ain't shit niggas everywhere. Like, it is just incredible. It is just incredible. Oh my God. It reminds me of when I visited Atlanta last summer. I was in the city for 34 minutes, and somebody tried me at a gas station. It's crazy. But at any rate, doing good, guys. Doing real good. Glad to see you guys all in here. I'm going to get to the phone lines here in just a second. Let me shout out to my guys, man. The real OGs, the road dogs, my guys over on Sharpe Stream. Listen, you guys are the reason why I'm here. Your support over the years, man. Guys like Freelance Ronin, who has supported me literally from the start. I will never, I could never repay you guys. I could never, ever repay you guys for how you guys have changed my life. So, Cowdentius is in the house. Squadron J, King Life, Male 20, who we hope will be Man 20, Man 21 at some point. Tricky Trinity's in the house. Some guy. Good stuff. Good to see you guys in here. Nate Dogg, of course, is always in the house. MD Godfather. Excellent, excellent. Looks like some guys in Newport News. Yeah, we're in Fredericksburg. It's I don't know how big or small this place is. Yes, by the way, that's the camera is moving. That's right. I'm a G like that. I like moving cameras. I brought the mobile studio, so the cameras are moving. So you do not have to worry about that. Tricky Trini giving me words of advice. I'm not going to say that out loud, but I hear you. I hear you, partner. I got you. Nate Dogg says Tim Pool is going red pill and it's fun to watch. I'm going to get to the lines in a second. 702, you're up next. 989-323-904. Good to see you guys in here. And for those of you guys who are, I know, listen, I've gotten a lot of new subscribers lately. And I guess those who are familiar with the way I used to live stream, listen, man, call it that's probably has something to do with my emotional immaturity. I'll own that. Don't give a shit. I really don't, man. I just don't. I have very, very low tolerance for disingenuous bullshit. I have a very low tolerance for nonsense. I have a very low tolerance for people who try to say things without saying things. If you want to say something, just say it instead of, bouncing around it. No political talk, guys. No political talk. I'm staying away from that stuff. I don't know anything about politics. I don't. And if that makes me irresponsible as an American, oh fucking well. I'm not talking politics. If you say anything about politics in the chat, I'm going to ban the fuck out of you. I do not care. Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. Technomage B5 is in the house. King Sargon II says as long as Apple doesn't give in. Good to see you guys all in here, man. Good to see you guys all in here, man. This is great. Ice Dragon Kids in the house. Cowdentius says, okay, let's talk about something really controversial then. Pie versus cake. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on pie versus cake. Red Pill Mike, the RPM, is in the house. Good stuff. Cowdentius says beer versus bourbon. Oh, dude, bourbon wins that match every time. Every time. Yeah, bourbon, whiskey, you know it. JB84 doing the crackhead dance as usual. Good to see you guys in here. Dan C's in the house. Mr. E1976, some guy is in Virginia. I think Freelance Ronin also lives in Virginia. I haven't been this far. I went down to North Carolina to visit my father, who was going through something a couple years back. But that was in Fayetteville, so that doesn't really count as the South. It's kind of a military base. It's a military community, so it doesn't really count. But yeah, just walking around Fredericksburg, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. I'm so glad I don't fucking live here anymore. Quarantino to God with the $2 super chat says, go to work, big homie. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. AJ Taylor, $5 super chat. Says, longtime subscriber. Keep up the good work, Donovan. You're the reason I woke up to the Red Pill. First channel I ever checked out. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate that, AJ. Thank you guys very, very much. Pardon me. All right. Excellent. Excellent. All right. Well, let's go to the phone lines here. Hopefully I can hear you guys. Let's go to area code 702. Area code 702. You are on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, what up, Donovan? We haven't spoken probably since 2019, I think. I first peeped you on that O'Shea Duke nigga channel, and I remember you would call in and make sense because his ass was a little crazy, but you would come in and make sense. I didn't even know you had your own channel. You were dead ass just recommended to me randomly, and I was like, I was mad. I was like, he's been had a channel I didn't even know. But yo, it's good to talk to you again. I see you've been blowing up, bro.
Yeah, you know, I put a little bit of money into editing, and the reason I did it is because I just don't have any, like, listen, man, I just don't have any self-control live. I just don't. I own it. Does that mean I've got some growing up to do? Probably, but does it mean I'm gonna grow up? Nah, probably not. I like who I am. I'm not, you know, am I proud that I'm a crazy person? I don't know. Maybe not, but yeah, you know, my recent success is not just because of me. It's actually because of my subscribers, man. My patrons over on the Sharpe stream side are always giving me feedback in terms of what would be best for the show. And I get sage advice from my guys over on Sharpe stream, so I appreciate that. I'll give you the last word.
Oh, I do want to say this on that note of what you just said. Because I've been watching a few of your videos. Like I said, Matt, I didn't know it was there before. Fucking your quality of content, like I can tell you're putting in mad energy into what you're doing. Like you're not just, you know, winging it. Like it seems almost kind of like you're probably writing scripts but also winging it. But it's the comment that summed it up really well. I can't even fucking remember what the comment said. But long story short, that is it's like you ever have someone say something you already know, but they said it better than you could say.
Yeah.
Like you said, people do that. You're doing that. You're beginning to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're doing it really well. Like,
well, I appreciate it, man.
Breaking shit down.
Well, you know, the interesting thing, well, and thanks for the call, Chris. The interesting thing is I actually kind of feel that way about guys like Ed Lattimore and Rollo Tomasi. And this is why Rollo, this is why he's the sage, man. Because the way he says things, and this is the brilliance of Rollo, is that he tells you things that you already kind of know deep down, but he says it better than you and he makes better sense. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But no, I understand exactly what you mean. And yes, I 100% write all of my scripts, all of the scripts, all of the writing. That is 100% me. I write the scripts. Obviously, I'm reciting the scripts, and I do the thumbnails. I've actually gotten a lot better at thumbnails over the years, and so I'm putting that to work. So right now I'm probably working between, I don't know, maybe 12 and 15 hours daily, 7 days a week. But I like it, man. Like I've had a lot of fun. I like the fact that guys are kind of waking up to the new style of content. It's obviously much more YouTube friendly, obviously. And it doesn't do me any good to sit here and YouTube this and I'm complaining about that. Listen, as a man, I had to finally say, you know what, man, I'm not going to be one of these guys that's going to sit here and bitch and moan about what YouTube will or won't let me do. I said, you know what, if I want to be successful right now, YouTube is it's the quickest and easiest, not easiest, but it's the quickest way to expand your brand. And it would be, and don't get me wrong, I've had my frustrations, I've fought my battles, but as a man, you have to adjust. You really have to, you just have to learn, okay, I need to adjust my strategy. YouTube has shown me who and what they are. They have told me what is okay and what is not. And because of that, I said, all right, well, you know what? It's time to play by their rules, man. I had a good conversation with Joker. He put me up on game, and the rest is history. So who knows? Listen, maybe I'll make it to 100,000 subscribers. Probably not. But I'm not going to hasten my departure. Shout out to, hang on. Oh wow, you guys are super chats coming in fast and furious. Gravelite with the $10 super chat says tuition. Payne got that coffee date yesterday. Got the S tendencies in 15 minutes of talking to her. Funny thing she said to me, I am wifey material. King Life, $10 super chat says showing love, brother. King Life is double dipping. King Life is in the he's in the Sharpe stream chat, and he's dropping me super chats, man. I appreciate that. Well, man, we got the phone lines lit up. Let's mow them down. Let's go to area code 989. Area code 989. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
What's up?
Hi, I'm Adam.
Hey, Adam. How you doing, buddy?
Great. I love your content.
Thank you. What's on your mind?
I'm 47 years old.
Okay.
I'm 47 years old, been divorced for 6 years. And since I got divorced, I am living the freedom life. I live in South Texas.
Good.
And for the last 3 years before this COVID hit, 1 weekend a month, I would go to Las Vegas as a free agent by myself, living my own life.
There you go.
For three days out of the week. And I became a master craps player. Okay, craps is dice.
Okay.
Okay, so when you talk about women wanting somebody as status, I have worked for the post office for 26 years.
Wow.
And I am a level 4 janitor. And anybody, especially the women above me, do not give me the time of day. But I do not want you to think I, as a janitor...
All right, I had to let him go. He was boring me. Listen, I'm glad you like my content, but I got other callers to get to. Hopefully at some point you will get to a level 6 janitor where women will pay you more attention. Listen, word to the wise, you gotta speed up that speaking cadence, my friend. You gotta speed up the way you talk. That's 6 minutes and 50. Listen, no hate. I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm not trying to be funny, but that's 6 minutes and 48 seconds of my life I'm never gonna get back. You're killing me. 2020 look back with the $20 super chat says, thank you for all the great content. I truly appreciate you, sir. I really do like getting comments like that. Shout out to Red Wizard with the $75 wait a minute, Streamlabs donation. Shout out also to Red Wizard again with a $50 Streamlabs donation. So Streamlabs, so Red Wizard with $125 worth of donations here. I appreciate that. Then shout out to Gathon. Gathon, I'll call him GMac. You know who you are. GMac with the $20 donation via streamlabs.com. Via Streamlabs. I'm going to lower my seat here so I don't have to. There we go. That looks a little bit better. No, actually, no, that doesn't. That looks terrible. There we go. All right. I should probably get it. I should probably move this, but I'll be all right. So shout out to you guys. I appreciate you hitting me on the Devin's trying to be funny. Level 4 janitor has to become a meme. It is what it is. Actually, hold on. Let me check the message on that, man. Let me check the message on that. Nah, there was no message, dude. Ah, damn it. Well, I appreciate that, man. I know who sent that. GMac. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much for that. Cowdentia says, when you dip, when I dip, you dip, double dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. It don't even matter your age. It don't even matter your color. You guys remember that? Back in Booty Rap? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Amara Kerbani, $5, says after 3 daughters, my friend's wife, a 2 out of 10, is paying lawyers from his stolen credit card for divorce. Thanks for waking us up. Jesus Christ. Y'all are out here G'ing it up. Area code 323. Let's go ahead and mow through some of these. Area code 323. You are on live with Donovan Sharpe on the road in Fredericksburg, Virginia. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Donovan. My name is Chris. I'm from New Mexico.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I can't complain.
So I'm actually calling in to thank you, because I was actually on the verge of violating one of your rules where you said that it's not a good idea to date coworkers.
Oh, yes. Always a bad idea. Tempting, but a bad idea.
Yeah. Very tempting. Can I tell you the story?
Yeah, sure. Make it quick.
Because you also saved me from succumbing to that temptation.
Okay, well, what happened?
So what happened was, there's this girl that I work with, and I'm very, very, very attracted to her. She's got this like girl next door vibe, like the way she looks, the way she acts. I mean, one of my coworkers said like, wow, that's the kind of girl you could take home to mom. And I've been interested in her for a little over 6 months that she's been there.
Wow.
And I've kind of, flirted with her a little bit here and there. And some of the guys have noticed, and some of them who know her better than I do were telling me like, yeah, dude, get in there, save her. Her boyfriend is trash.
Oh,
And I've heard a few
boy.
stories.
Get in there, save her. Her boyfriend is trash. Yeah. So you said her birthday was, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly, Donovan. So her birthday was last month, and that's around the time that I decided to. It was just like 2 weeks ago, but that's around the time that I decided not to pursue her or not to try anything. I'm not gonna save her. I ain't Captain Save-A-Ho.
There you go.
I found out that she liked Code Red Mountain Dew. So I bought her one from the gas station before work. I put it in the fridge in the break room at work, and I told her, hey, I hear your birthday's on Saturday. I got you something. It's in the fridge. So, whatever. I mean, that was an indicator of interest, right? And so my thought was like, hey, if there's any reciprocal interest, maybe she'll show it to me. But then I found out she was planning on working on her birthday.
Wow.
And she lives with her boyfriend. Then I found out her boyfriend doesn't even have a job. And I found out that she lives with him, and they live in a property owned by his parents.
Oh,
then I found out she was turning 29.
Oh, wow.
And so it dawned on me, like, wait a minute. So she's literally 1 year away from hitting the wall. She's dating a dude who doesn't work, who lives in his parents' property. And I was like, and I'm over here throwing out IOIs. If they break up a year and a half from now, 2 years from now, however long, she's going to be post-wall, and she's going to think that, I could be her backup plan or some shit like that. So I'm not even fucking, like, giving her any attention anymore. And a lot of it from what I learned from you, and I just want to say thank you so much, man.
Of course. And let me be clairvoyant and play prognosticator. She's never leaving her boyfriend. You want to know why? Because her boyfriend ain't shit. You see, when girls have boyfriends who ain't shit, dudes who don't have a job, live off their parents, for whatever reason, these bitches cannot leave these ain't shit dudes alone. Your friends that says, oh, go in there, save her, blah, blah, blah. Even if you had tried, you could have bought her, dude, you could have bought her a 6-pack of Mountain Dew Code Red. She would have been like, oh, that's so sweet, and gave them right to her fucking boyfriend. And he'd be drinking that Mountain Dew Code Red while your girl is sucking his dick and drinking your soda. So listen, you're welcome. And do not ever, don't pursue that chick anymore. RPM, Red Pill Mike with the $20 super chat says, if everybody's double dipping, then I'm coming in raw. You have far more practice. You have far more patience than you give yourself credit for. Dude. I'm gonna tell you what, man. A lot of people don't understand, dude. Like, when I go off on the air, it's not, and don't get me wrong, I've got a short fuse. There's no getting around that. But like, I get shit all the time, man. And I'm always having, dude, this is why I canceled my social media. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I just got tired of people all in my DMs and all in my chat. And Donovan, you ain't shit. Like, I'll try to post something motivational just to show guys that they can do it. And then there's always ain't shit niggas that come in there and try to, I was like, you know what? Fuck these dudes, man. I activated Instagram because I was doing a story on Janelle Testa, and Janelle Testa finally blocked me. But that's okay, because I just, I just went to her website and got a bunch of pictures of her. Janelle Testa swears up and down that I'm bullying her, yet YouTube seems to monetize every single video about her that I've done. So there's that. There's that. Uber Colt, $2 super chat, says a level 6 janitor smashed my girl. Y'all, come on, man. Leave him alone. Come on now. Leave that man alone. Come on. Come on. Leave him alone, man. Hey, give me some water. Give me some water. Leave that man alone. Y'all, come on now. He's a level 4. Hey, listen, man. He goes out to Vegas. He lives that free agent lifestyle. No, just tap water. I don't care. I don't need Evian or fucking Perrier. Ay, ay, ay. Thanks. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let's go to area code 904. Area code 904, you're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Don? This is Finji calling from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Man, I want to say thank you, man. You saving life, man.
Appreciate it.
Saving life. Your contact.
Hang on a second, because I just got a notification that my Mac is about to die. Hang on a second. Hold on. Just hang on. Listen, I'm gonna bring you back on. I gotta mute you. I need my Mac charger. I need my I need my Mac charger. Where the fuck is it? I can't believe I didn't plug the damn thing in. All right. I need an outlet. Oh, there's an outlet right there. All right, good shit. It says if you don't plug it in soon, your ass is grass. And I know I'm running this. Trying to run this high octane show here. Get that motherfucker plugged in. I know my plugs are in here somewhere. I forgot where it was. Oh shit! Did it already? Oh wait a minute. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Oh no. I'm good. All right. Okay, we're back. We are back, man. Dude, I ran down that battery quick. All right, let me bring him back on. All right, area code 914. So or 904 rather. Yeah. Listen, I appreciate it. Go ahead, finish your thought.
Yeah, man. You coach. Keep me straight, man. Keep my head straight. Do not let this. Control you.
Yeah.
You know. I want to say, you are giving us power. For us to rule our own lives. You know.
Yeah.
We're not controlled by nobody. And I want to say, man. I know you heard that. Like 1,000 times before, man. I want to say thank you, bro. Thank you, man, and keep doing it.
I will, man. And listen, 904.
I love your show, man.
I appreciate the love. And listen, 904, that never gets old, man. I could hear that 1,000 times. It would never ever get old with me, man. I love hearing guys. I love hearing guys calling me up and letting me know that I impact their life in a positive way. That's just the coolest thing, man. It really is. Like I never thought a guy like me in a million lifetimes would have the kind of impact that I've had. So I appreciate that very, very much. They're having fun over in the Sharpe stream side with the Wordham with the $5 California says, because of you, I make all my plates address me as sir. You, my friend, are doing it right. You're doing it right. You're doing it right. Area code 408. Area code.
Dollars, not California.
Oh, I always say California dollars. Canadian dollars. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, because if they were California dollars, it'd be like half. 408. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My man, Donovan. It's Armando from the Bay Area. Armando Moreno. What's up with you?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Hey, listen, man. Real quick, one of the things that drove me to really just liking your styles because we have a lot in common, and one of those is the emotional immaturity, right?
Yeah.
And I know that you also did like sales in the past, because I'm the same way, bro. We've even had this conversation in the past, and
oh yeah,
I know that you've had like past sales experience, right? You had a couple of sales jobs in the past, and I was just curious. I do sales too. Maybe not the type of sales that you do. I do like tech sales here in the Bay Area.
Okay.
Selling software.
Wow, that can't be
so
easy.
The culture is very different, right? It's like you got the whole like feminist like home here, right? So it's all about feels before reels, like Rolo says.
Right,
but I was just curious, man. Did you because you and I have the same personality? Did you ever have problems at work in sales, did you ever like get in conflicts with people? Did people ever tell you that you were being too aggressive? Did you ever like get in trouble?
No, man. And that's a very interesting question. I never had conflicts with guys. I never really got into trouble because all of the sales jobs that I hadn't discovered actually, you know what? My call center job, that's when I discovered the red pill, but that was 10 years ago. So even when I was sort of coming into my red pill own, it was just one of those things where, and I've always gotten along with most people. And I've never been accused of being too aggressive or anything like that. But I'll tell you this, if I were to be in a sales environment right now, then yeah, things would be very, very different. So I've never been in trouble or had conflicts with coworkers, I guess, pre-red pill, but post-red pill, oh yeah, most certainly. And again, it's because I have such a low tolerance for nonsense and all the nonsense that goes on in sales environments, man. It's something I couldn't take.
Well, listen, man, I think I have a problem then, because it's getting to the point where it's like it's really detrimental. It's being detrimental to my career.
Okay.
And it's been so constant now, like over company. But I think what you said though confirms that I think the environment in the area has a lot to do with it.
Oh, sure.
You know, because I know you're not from the Bay, you know, and people out there are different from the Bay. But it's like I was actually hoping, man. I've been meaning to like have a consultation with Rollo because he's more on the psychological phase. But
yeah.
I need some help, man. And I was wondering if you have like any resources where I my behavior, man, because it's really getting to that point where it's gonna hurt my career so bad that I'm not gonna be able to jump in. You know, there seems too many gaps in my resume, and it's gonna eventually, you know, bite me in the ass where I need to switch careers if I don't do something about it.
No, I'm with you.
I was just calling. I figured you'd be the perfect to talk to about, maybe direct me to the point. Right now, Rollo is really busy with book 4, but, you know, I'm hoping after he's done with all that, he'll have a little bit more space and whatnot. But just that's why I was reaching out.
Yeah, you know, honestly, man, I think it really comes down to what your motivations are. Because, like, dude, trust me, I hear you, man. I couldn't imagine what I would do if I had to work like a regular sales job. It just wouldn't. And at some point you can't, it's almost like you don't want to sell out and not be who you are to make a buck, but you have to make a living. You got bills to pay. Listen, man, I wish I knew what to tell you. I guess, you know what? I guess the only thing I could really, the only advice that I could really give you is just, what you're gonna have to start to do is you're gonna have to start compartmentalizing your life. Understand that at some point there are going to be points in your life where you do have to bite your tongue. And I'm in those situations myself. When I go down and I see my family and I'm around my mother and my sisters, I can't talk about this red pill stuff because otherwise we start shouting at each other, right? I love my mom, I love my sisters, but I'm not trying to get into those discussions with them because they're women and women are emotional. I'm not trying to get into emotional conversations with women. So to keep the peace, I just kind of keep that stuff under my hat. And if they try to poke or prod me, I just don't make any comments. So I think at some point, Armando, you're going to have to make a choice. Do I want to keep my job, or do I want to be Captain Red Pill? Here's another solution: is maybe, just maybe, you could find a profession where you could be red pill and make a good living. I don't know many jobs out there that I know of that are out there, but those are really the only two pieces of advice that I could give you at this point.
Yeah. Appreciate your time, Donovan. Really do, man.
No problem, man.
Supporting you forever. All right, man. Have a good one, brother.
Armando Moreno calling in. Yeah, I like Armando. He's right. He and I are a lot alike. We're both very prickly guys. We're both very disagreeable. And Cosplay MGTOW says, move to the East Coast. Yeah, you're never, ever, ever gonna get me to tell somebody to move to the East Coast. I'm trying to get back to the West Coast. Hashtag the West Coast is the best coast. JB84 on the Sharpe stream side says Donovan spitting some game. Cowdentia says whatever Joker takes. Tricky Trini says time to become an entrepreneur. I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah, listen, and Armando's he's a sharp guy, man. He's a sharp guy, and he's still very young. He's got his whole life ahead of him. If he could somehow carve out a niche where he could be his own boss, then he didn't have to worry about who, he doesn't have to worry about. I mean, he's right. And dude, he's in the Bay Area. Like, dude, that is the feminist capital of the world, man. I can't even imagine what it must be like being out there. Holy shit, man. Ay. Devin says she's not naked this time. Yeah, that was funny. You remember that? That was some funny shit, man. Some guy says Dawn has to blank the video because Devin's not naked. She's fully clothed. She is fully clothed this time around. That was some funny shit that happened. But she was really drunk. It was some funny shit. Like she was like 2 drinks in. She was already fucked up. That was some funny shit. All right, let us go to area code 479. Area code 479. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Area code 479 going once. Area code 479 going twice. And I dumped you. Area code 740. Area code 740. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. This is Osro Lifestyle from Columbus, Ohio. I'm patron supporter. How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, just a quick question. I'm in a situation I haven't really found myself in, and I want to get your opinion on.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah, so last week I went out with a girl, and afterwards she said she had a really good time. Texted me. Usually that's the go-ahead that I know to ask for a second date. And then when I tried later on scheduling it, like a few days later, she said that, yeah, but as friends. And then I said that, no, I don't want to be your friend. And we still scheduled it, but then later she backed out. So I was just asking, did I do the right thing in terms of denying a friendship?
Yes.
When they ask for that?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. You absolutely did the right thing. Never give a woman your attention if she's not giving you what you want. The only reason why we deal with women is to fuck them, right? The main reason women deal with us is to get our resources. So if a woman fucks you, right? If she's good to you and you don't give her fun potential resources, she wants a return on her investment, just like we want a return on our investment. Right. So if a woman, and again, just to make just to make this clear, just because a woman, and ladies, if you're watching, just because you let a guy fuck you, we're not entitled to give you shit. Like, pussy's a dime a dozen, right? Listen, your friends are giving away pussy like Halloween candy. That's what they're doing. So if you expect guys like me to give girls like you resources simply for putting out, not gonna happen. You get resources from me by cooking, cleaning, being feminine, abiding by and acknowledging. Listen, on your own, you can be a captain feminist on your own time. If you want to be out here and wearing, V hats and all, no problem. But when you're in my presence, you got to suck my dick. You got to cook my meals, right? That's how it's done. That is how you get my resources. You have to do that for an extended period of time, 6 months or more. Don't give me a week's worth of good behavior. Oh, why aren't we boyfriend and girlfriend? Bitch, you did my laundry twice in a week. That doesn't mean that I get to give you resources. But on the other side of that, right? It makes no sense for you to give a girl your time if she's not interested in giving you what you want. In the future, caller, what I would do is, if she said, listen, I had a really good time, you know what you do? You don't ask for the second date. You tell her, oh, you had a really good time, huh? All right, cool. Check this out. We are going to XYZ restaurant, bar, whatever, tomorrow at 7. I'll pick you up and see what she says. That's it. At that point, you put her on the spot. Well, I had a really good time. Well, that's what all girls say. Put her on the spot. Okay, prove it. All right, I guess I'll pick you up at 7 tomorrow. Look her right in the eye. If she really wants to go with you, she'll go with you. If she really doesn't, she'll be like, I think I'm going to be busy that day. That's okay. No problem. And then leave it at that. But yeah, you're going to have to understand that I don't know what happened on the date, but obviously she wasn't attracted to you enough to want to have sex with you. That's fine. It happens. I've been on first dates with girls and I couldn't get any action, and they tried to put me in the friend zone. I didn't let them. You should never associate with females that you are not trying to fuck. The only 3 reasons you should ever be hanging out with females is if you are trying to fuck them, if you are fucking them, or if you have fucked them. Any other reasons other than that, get up out of there. So in the future, listen, I don't know what happened on the date, like I said, because I wasn't there. There's maybe something you said or did that, told you to put her in the friend zone. Just in the future, if you really feel like taking a girl out on a date, don't ask for a second date. Tell her, dude, I had a fuck-a-thon with this girl named Jennifer. I'll never forget this. I fucked her 6 times on Friday night. We ran out of condoms, right? So then true story. So she goes home the next morning, right? It's like 3:00 in the afternoon. I texted her. I said, I'll see you in 4 hours. She's like, what? Another slumber party? I said, no, we're going to braid each other's hair and talk about boys. And just left it at that. Okay, well, I had plans tonight. You know what I said? I said, cancel them. You're coming here. You know what she did? She came to my house. Let me fucking bang her brains out. Now, if I had been like the bit, well, I had a good time. I want to, no. Girls don't like you to ask them shit. They need instructions. They like men who say, you are coming with me. If they want to, they'll come. If they don't, they won't. Either way, they'll know that you have the testicular fortitude to grab your Y chromosome and give her instructions. Listen, don't ask anything of anybody. The only thing you need to ask anything of is your mother. That's it. Don't ask girls anything. Can I kiss you? Can I take you out? No, I'm taking you out. That's it. That's how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So if she comes back, should I just ignore it or try to ask out again, or it could potentially just be another time waster?
Oh boy, you got one-itis. What does she look like? Is she hot?
No, she's very attractive, but just more so that on the date, we had like, I don't want to say like amazing connection, but you know, when you find someone attractive and you kind of get along well with, then you're kind of like, all right, let's see what happens if we, go out again. But no, I don't have. I wouldn't say I have one-itis, but I just
you really like her.
I live,
yeah.
You don't really find.
Yeah, check this out. You guys didn't have a no. Call
really
it. Hold on. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
No. Well, hold on. And I'm not trying to be hard on you. I'm just trying to put you up on game here. Connection doesn't matter. Okay. Girl, listen. A girl could be out with a guy she really wants to fuck. The guy could be as dumb as a box of rocks. You know what she's gonna say? Well, the reason I fucked him is because we had a connection. The dude dropped out of high school at 10th grade. He drives a fucking forklift making $15 an hour. What the hell kind of connection is that? You don't listen. Listen, you're a man. The only connection you're interested in is penis connecting to vagina, right? You understand what I'm saying? And guys, if you guys are watching and listening, you don't need to connect with a woman. Do I want to fuck you? Yes or no? Do you want to fuck me? Yes or no? And then you go from there. You have to really, and don't get into this trap of paralysis by analysis. You know what I mean? Don't look for the connection. Look for IOIs. Here's something else. She's not coming back. Call her. The only reason why she would come back is to get your non-sexual attention. When her pipeline is dry, and it will at some point, when she's done getting piped by other guys, she's gonna be like, you know what? Area code 740 showed me a really good time. Even though I don't really want to fuck this guy, I don't want to be alone, and I'm kind of broke. I think I'll call him up and make him think that I might want something more than just a friendship to try to get a free meal out of him. If she comes back, and she won't, the reason that she does come back is because she does not want your sexual attention. She wants your non-sexual attention. She will not come back unless she wants your non-sexual attention.
Okay. Thanks, Donovan. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Appreciate that. My man in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, listen, he sounds like a smart guy. Listen, sometimes you win some, you lose some. Armando Moreno with the $10 super chat says, thanks, Donovan. Appreciate that, man. Red Pill Mike says you don't need to click either. Yeah, don't worry about clicking. Don't worry about connections and this and no, I don't give a shit about that. Are you hot? Are you feminine? Like, do you make eye contact when you blow? I mean, things like, listen, if a girl tells me I make eye contact when I blow you, well, you know what? We have a connection. We have a fucking connection. Wait, I'm sorry. You look at you eye contact when you fucking blow me? Holy shit. Who knew? Yeah, my place or yours. Let's go to area code 630. Area code 630. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, my name's Jay. I'm from Chicago.
Jay in Chicago. What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much. I'm a new viewer. I just found you and your YouTube channel the other day.
Cool.
I had a question about so my dream job is in a field that's heavy with feminism and lots of blue pillness and all that. And I was just wondering, like, how I'd go about kind of navigating that landscape. because I'm very passionate about that kind of work, but just I hate the people that are, I guess, embedded into that field.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to figure out, like, do I just keep my mouth shut? Do I just, play the good soldier at work kind of thing?
Yeah. That's exactly what you're gonna have to do, and it sucks, but that's what's necessary. And it's almost like you have the same issue as Armando. And what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to compartmentalize your work life from your personal life. Because if you bring up anything having to do with red pill, anything at work, it doesn't even matter. You're going to be labeled a misogynist and you're going to be blackballed. It sucks and it's hard, but it's necessary. The only way around that, doing what you love to do, is starting your own business, because then you are the HR department. And even then, if you decide to have employees, you can get #MeToo and all the rest of that stuff. So yeah. Play the good soldier. Well, you don't have to listen. Play the good soldier, but don't be weak, right? Like, don't be weak. Don't be passive. Don't be passive aggressive. Be assertive. You don't want to be aggressive. You got to be assertive. Let them know. Listen, man. Like, this is who the fuck I am, and I'm not changing for anybody. But by the same token, you can't go in there spouting off, Rollo Tomasi or Donovan Sharpe, because that could really, really get you in a lot of trouble. But again, you're gonna have to learn to compartmentalize your work life from your private life. It's difficult to do, I know, and I am very, very fortunate that I don't have to do that, because what I do for a living centers around my belief system. But yeah, just be assertive. Don't let people walk all over you, but by the same token, don't take it too far, because that could lead to some pretty bad things, especially if you're passionate about what you do.
Yeah, definitely. And because I was just kind of worried about, like, as far as like making friends at work, I feel like I'd be like really, really kind of worried that, I get comfortable with some people at work, and, maybe hanging out after hours, not necessarily with women, but just people from work.
Sure. And,
they kind of let slip, my red pillness. And, what do you think, like in that case, do you think it's probably be best to just try to keep my relationships at work just strictly business?
Yes. And it's interesting. I always tell guys, and that's actually a very good question, because you guys know my stance on fucking your coworkers. I say, dude, I tell guys all the time, do not fuck your coworkers. If you fuck your coworkers, it's all over. Well, now you have to watch out about befriending other men at work. Now, if you guys are like-minded, in other words, if you guys are both aware of red pill truth, then you can be friends with those guys at work. And to be honest with you, guys at work like red pill guys, because you say the shit that they are afraid to say. So you can hang out with them outside of work and talk all the red pill stuff you want. But if you're at a company function, or worse, at work, you got to tamp that stuff down. You got to keep that stuff under the vest. I appreciate the call there. Let us go to area code 773. Area code 773. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Area code 773 going once. Area code 773 going twice. Well, it shows that 773 is still there, so I'll come back a little bit later. See if they're still there. Area code 909. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
You're still there. Area code 909.
Okay, I'm going to let you go because your shit is too fucking loud. 909, if you call back, you got to turn down your radio. Got to turn down your TV. You're killing me. Hey, Dev, do me a favor. Turn off the AC. Okay. Yeah, the back of my head is like frozen solid. What's that?
I'm hot.
Oh, well, all right.
It's fine.
Fuck it. It'll be all right. It's
They
yeah.
don't get late. Don't get paid where you get later. Get later. You get paid.
Oh, you're stupid.
All
right. Go back. No, that was Alan. Alan said that shit. You better watch out. You're almost in the camera. Move to the left. Move to your left. Move to your left. To your left. She's not naked, guys. At least not all the way. All right. Very good. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Area code 5. Oh, that's much better. Area code 561. Area code 561. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Donovan, what's up? This is Castro.
Castro, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Man, listen. I told you, you are heaven sent. I said that before. I thank you very much. I'm going to join. I don't know if is it Sharpe Stream or Patreon. Because I do want to start donating money.
Okay. Yeah, it's actually both. Sharpe Stream is only available to patrons, and so when I go live on Sharpe Stream, what I'll have Dev do is she'll put the link and the password to Sharpe Stream on Patreon. And if you become a patron, there's no need for you to donate because you're a patron. At that point, that's all the support that I need. So yeah, if you're a patron, if you want to become a patron, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. You can watch all of my, and I'm live just about every day, 5 to 6 days per week. You guys can watch tomorrow's video today. I always preview the next morning's video on Sharpe Stream. And so that kind of gives you a sneak preview of what's going on. But yeah, that's how that's done.
Okay, no, I have to donate. I miss you on YouTube, so I'd be doing a disservice if I didn't sign up.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
So you did a show back a couple months ago called How to Get Your Wife Back in Line.
Yes.
My cousin was going through it with his wife. And he was like, man, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to leave her, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, no. Let me send you something. I want you to watch it. Please watch it. And when you're done watching it, I want you to watch it again. Then call me and tell me what you think. He watched it.
Okay.
And he watched it again. It didn't take him no more than, I want to say maybe a few weeks to a month, because first thing he did was he went out, got him a bike. She noticed that he started exercising.
Oh, wow.
She noticed that he started coming in. You know, he'd just dress up. He wouldn't go anywhere, but he'd dress up. He'd smell good, you know, just, you know, put himself back out there again.
Sure.
I shit you not.
She shaped the fuck up, didn't
she? He
she?
said it didn't take her no more than maybe like a week or so.
Yep.
And she snapped right back out of it.
There it is. See that?
This was a man that was like, man, I'm about to divorce her, blah, blah, blah. After he watched your show, he took notes, started exercise. She noticed that, you know, he's always like, yeah, I'm going for a bike ride. He'd, you know, try to have sex with her, nothing. Okay, cool, no problem. I'll be back in about an hour, hour and a half. She's like, where you going? Going for a bike ride. I'm going to go jogging.
There you go.
She just tightened up.
See that?
She tightened up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you thank you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, I just wanted to tell you thank you on that one. There's another guy at the job where I work at. He was going through it with his girl. She wanted him to bend the knee, like you say.
Fuck
and
that.
I was telling him, I'm like, yo, listen, don't bend the knee, bro. She started doing like the bullshit, crying, oh my God, I can't believe this. You're such an asshole. You're this, you're that. And I told him that's exactly what she wants.
Right.
Very attractive young girl. I said, that is exactly what she wants. If you were the type to cater to her, she'd be bored and she'd start, you know, messing around on you.
That's
I
right.
said, don't be a jerk to her, but be a man.
And she shaped the fuck up, didn't she?
That, she's on his cock.
That's how it works, guys. Listen, and you know, the interesting thing is, man, is we have women that watch my show, and they're all in my comments. Oh, you're telling lies, and you, Lisa Faye, oh, you incited violence. And by the way, just
whatever happened
off
to that
topic,
bitch?
say what?
Whatever happened to that bitch, Lisa Faye? I remember that delusional whore.
I'm not gonna divulge anything, but she hasn't posted anything on Instagram in a month, and she still only has 4 videos on YouTube, and I will just leave it at that. But we have girls like Lisa Faye, oh, you're inciting violence, and then we have other girls that are like, oh, you're full of shit. Well, guess what? If you really believe that I was full of shit, you wouldn't have such a visceral reaction to what I was talking about. I appreciate the call, area code 561. Thank you guys very, very much. The Marfuki man, $20 super chat says, thank you for being real, Donovan. You're somebody I wish I could have as a friend, but it's hard to find friends that share the same viewpoints with this. You're right. Listen, you're right about that, man. This is why I always do sort of a location check. Like I do like a location check. I always tell guys in the chat, hey, let me know where you're at. Your name and town, city, state, and country. because you never know, man. Like, you might have a red pill brother out there who's just maybe a 10-minute drive away from you. You just never ever know. We talk all the time about, hey, it's very important to have like-minded friends. It's very important to have men that believe the things that you believe. And it's when you find people that believe what you believe, that's why I always tell people in the chat, hey, let everyone know where you're at. You never ever know. Listen, Miami J and Kyle Mitchell, they didn't know that they lived they live in Miami. Location check, hook them back up, and now they're best friends almost, man. They're out there running through those Miami hoes. Chris Perkins with the $5 super chat says, fellas, escape the friend zone. I don't know where that sound is coming from. Says, fellas, escape the friend zone, or you can date her friend that you can tell she's jealous as fuck. Yeah, that's very, very true. Very, very true. Yeah, Devin says Lisa Faye has deleted her LinkedIn page and hasn't posted to social media since. Yeah. She should not have fucked with me. She shouldn't have fucked with me, man. Her stupid ass. Dude, Lisa Faye barked up the wrong fucking tree. Oh my God. Yep, she barked up the wrong tree. Yeah, so before I get to the phone lines, yeah, what the last caller was talking about, this is actually in chapter 5 of my 7-hour, 5-part audio course, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up. How to get your woman back in line if she gets out of pocket. It's based loosely on the 12 levels of dread. It was actually on the Red Pill Reddit. I think they posted it back in 2012, but the Red Pill Reddit has devolved into a bunch of scabs arguing about who's the most alpha. It's really, it's a shitty, listen, no wonder it got quarantined, because it's a bunch of fucking losers over there now. But I was over there during the glory days, and just to give you guys sort of a rough draft here. So when your wife or girlfriend gets out of pocket, if you feel like she's about to leave or you want to leave, you can rescue your relationship with the 12 levels of dread. Well, I didn't do 12 levels of dread. I really only broke it down to 9. It's a 9-month process. And so here goes. So month 1, you learn to recognize and start passing shit tests. Okay? That's what happens in month 1. Shit testing is a woman's way of testing your manhood. Okay? This is how women filter out the men they want to fuck for the men they want to use for all of their non-sexual needs. Women, and I'll tell you this, women don't shit test men that they're not aroused by. They don't shit test men they don't want to fuck. If you start talking to a woman and she starts to become sexually attracted to you, she will shit test you to make sure that you are the man that you are presenting yourself to be, right? There are many, 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 many examples of this, right? But if you learn to start to study shit testing in pickup, shit testing in relationships, that's what you do in month 1. Month 2 is when you start the self-improvement route. This is what the caller was talking about. You start the self-improvement route. You start going to the gym. You pick up a hobby. You start getting into shape. You start getting masculine hobbies. Your wife is going to know. Here's something else about month 2. When you start getting yourself into shape and start doing things other than just being a lump around the house, you're not going to be around as much. You're not going to be as available to your wife or girlfriend. The less you're around, the more she should appreciate the time she has with you, right? Like a lot of wives and girlfriends, they're just sick and tired of their husbands and boyfriends being around all the goddamn time. All you guys have to do is get up. Honestly, most of you motherfuckers, all you do is get up, you go to work, you sit around, you watch TV, rinse and repeat. You guys don't show any fucking initiative, no ambition to improve, nothing. When you build a life like outside of your wife or girlfriend, she will value the time that she has with you a lot more. That's how that works, right? And guys, if you have kids, don't abandon your kids, okay? Don't abandon your kids to go take up a fucking jujitsu class, right? You got to make sure you're being a good dad. But there are plenty of good dads out there who also have a good life outside of their families. And, oh, by the way, those men have the respect and adoration of their wives and kids. Month 3, very, very important. Start conditioning your availability to your wife with her treatment of you. In other words, if she doesn't want to fuck you, then you find something else to do. This is the Ryan Stone special, okay? And remember, you're busy now, right? You've taken up another masculine hobby. And to be honest with you, you don't have time for a sexually uninterested, annoyed, or angry wife. Take up another 2 or 3 hobbies, right? Start making yourself less available. If she starts to come around and gives you more pussy, then make yourself a little more available, right? Again, this is simple math and basic red pill game. As a simple step, this is very, very important to follow through. If your wife is not fucking you, she's not having sex with you, but you're still making yourself available to her, she will continue to keep her legs closed, guys. But like I said, the less available you are, the more she should appreciate you. So, for example, if you walk up behind her, grab her tits, and bite her neck, and she says, "Oh, I have a headache," don't trip. Just walk over to the door, you pick up your gym bag, you go to the gym, or you get on your motorcycle and you leave for a couple hours. That's what you do. If she doesn't want to fuck, then you got other shit to do. Month 4. This is the Kevin Samuels month. Start dressing better. So by now, you've been working out for 3 months, so your physique is definitely going to change for the better, provided that you are also keeping that diet tight, right? And month 4, gentlemen, upgrade that wardrobe. Start dressing better. Start dressing up more. Not only does this increase your value as a man, this increases your value to your wife. That's how this goes. All around. And I'm gonna get your super chats in just a segment because I want to finish this. I'm gonna give this to you guys for free. Okay? I sell this particular section on Teachable on my website, I think for $38. I'm gonna give this to you guys for free. I'm gonna give you guys the 12 levels of directives. That was a good call that guy just had. That was a very, very good call. So you upgrade your wardrobe, right? Now, trust me when I tell you, regardless of how she feels about you, she will absolutely positively start to notice. Oh, she will notice. Most women respond positively to their men when they start dressing better, right? Not only does this increase your value as a man, it increases your value to your wife. And I'm not talking about just buying a couple of pairs of pants and a few shirts. No. You need to completely overhaul your entire wardrobe. Go to YouTube. Watch videos on style, right? Watch the videos I've done with Kevin Samuels. There is all kinds of free information out there. I'm not saying that you have to go out and buy a bunch of $3,000 Italian suits. You don't have to get a bunch of tuxedos like you're off to a fucking black tie event every night. You don't have to do that. But men who dress well separate themselves from just about every man out there because you want to know why, guys? Most men don't really pay attention to what they wear. They just don't. And if you have a little extra coin to spend, maybe even hire a fashion consultant who will guide you, who will point you in the right direction. Okay? They're not cheap. But if you got the extra coin, the right one, dude, they'll have you spiffed out from top to bottom. From your frames to your, what does he say? From frames to fragrance, like Kevin Samuel says. Now, when you undergo this image makeover, your wife will definitely notice. If she loves you still, she will start to positively respond to you. She'll start giving you more pussy, more of her time, right? So we've gone through the first 4 months, right? You become proficient at recognizing and passing shit tests. That's month 1. You're getting into much better shape. That's month 2, right? Taking up productive masculine hobbies. Maybe you're in a boxing class. Maybe you're taking Krav Maga, right? Maybe you go to the shooting range twice a week. Maybe you're in a motorcycle club. Maybe you have a silver top Glock, 50 caliber Desert Eagle, whatever. You started to withdraw your behavior when your wife doesn't give you sex, and you are now looking, smelling, and feeling better, or looking better, and you're looking and smelling better than you have in years. Now, at this point, your wife is going to respond in one of 2 ways. Number 1, she will realize that you have drastically increased your value. She will realize that you don't put up with her shenanigans or fail shit test. You're much more physically attractive. You look better, you smell better, you're a better fighter, etc. Basically, you're a hell of a lot more attractive than you were 4 months ago. Right? Like, that's how this goes. If your wife really loves you, okay, and had completely checked out on you or have started fucking somebody else, she should start to turn the corner. If she really loves you, unless she started fucking somebody else, she should start to come around. Right? Now, most wives at this point, they get the message. They start to think of them. They start to think to themselves subconsciously, well, Donovan doesn't really put up with my nonsense anymore. He's going to the gym all the time. He looks good. He's riding that motorcycle every weekend, and he's taking a boxing class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. He looks a lot better since he started dressing better. He seems a lot more confident. If your wife still loves you, she will fall back in line because you've increased your value and reminded her of why she fell in love with you in the first place. Right? Here's the second thing that could happen. That was 3 fingers. That was 2. If she doesn't love you and she's checked out, or she's still on the fence, or she's just a fucking hard-headed bitch that needs a little more motivation to get her shit together, move to step 5. Month number 5, guys. This is what separates the men from the boys. I'm going to get to number 5 here in just a second. I'm going to answer my super chats and get back on the phone lines. Lavord1980 says, every time I think I've got it figured out, you show me there's more to learn, higher heights to reach. Keep up the amazing work, Sensei. Appreciate that, Lavord. Thank you very much. The fuck? There we go. I don't know what the hell is happening with this. Yeah, I got to get a better... This is a nice mic, but it's all sorts of outside sounds and shit coming in. There we go. Here we are. Keep all that stuff out. Appreciate that, Lavord. I think he's also a patron. Crispin Johnson, $5 super chat says, getting in shape, racing cars, and shooting guns, doing manly things, teaching my kids how to survive in the wild on the side. Toss me my phone. I'll text you. Appreciate that, Crispin. Jack Hackthorne. Yeah, I'm good. With the $1 super chat, appreciate that. Thank you guys very, very much. Give me a second here. There we go. All right. We get to a few more phone calls before we move to month 5 of the 12 levels of dread. Area code 512. Area code 512. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from? In one of those bags. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
Texas.
Sorry about that. 512. I didn't have you turned up. Go ahead.
All right, Donovan. Yeah, it's Nathan from Austin, Texas.
Hey, Nathan. How you doing, brother? Thank you.
Hey, I'm good. So a couple of your other callers, they kind of you answered some of the questions I had already, but yeah, I have a couple of questions too. You know, just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
I watched your video earlier. I'm sorry.
I said let's hear it.
Yeah, I watched your other video earlier about how women are withholding intimacy now, but they still want, you know, resources and friendship for free, right?
Right.
So I figured I'd go ahead and post that on Facebook about that. So basically what I said was, you know, women are not entitled to a man's resources or friendship. We don't owe you anything.
Right.
Especially if you're not even being intimate with us. Okay. Now, of course, I just got a whole bunch of women on here that they deleted me. But,
Good. Good. Go fuck yourself.
And then, but I also have this guy on here. His name is Grant, and he just exploded on me and is a total simp. And he said, I was wondering when you'd offer up another misogynistic hot take. Basically, he talked shit about you too. Okay.
Oh well, yeah, I can give two shits about that.
Yeah, and he knows about you, and because I showed him that video, and he said, "Bro, Donovan is a misogynist. Okay, he only views women as currency, and he only views them through purely physical lens."
Well, yes, that's
him, you know.
Yeah. Well. Here's the thing. In his defense, that's actually true. He's right. Not about the misogyny part, because I love women very much, quite frequently, actually. But yes, women are. See, that's the thing. Is girls think of men as currency. They don't really think of us as human beings, and that's okay because this is just how women are. But when men do the same thing, we're the misogynist. So the next time somebody comes at you and says, Donovan is a woman-hating, blah, 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 you shouldn't use women, da, 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 da. You know what your response to him should be? Dude, you do realize she's still not going to suck your dick, right? Hashtag she still won't fuck you. He won't respond to that because he knows that you know. That's why he says that. The only reason why these fucktard white knights come after you is to impress other girls. Yeah, get him. But these girls don't fuck those guys. Mm-hmm. Those girls fuck guys like me, not guys like him. So the next time the next time a white knight comes at you with some, I can't believe it, let him have a say, and then just very calmly, you do realize she's still not gonna fuck you, right? Like, you do understand she's not gonna suck your dick for coming after me. Listen, you and I can have a discussion, we can have a conversation, but you understand this is not gonna end in a blowjob. Listen, I'm just letting you know up front, you're not getting any head from this. And he won't respond.
Yeah. But so I'm just wondering, how do I even respond to him when he says, like, I told him, okay, Grant, how about this? So I flipped the script. I said, men are not entitled to a woman's body. They don't owe you anything, especially if you're not even spending money on her. Do you agree? And so he said, no one's entitled to anything of anyone. But I just posted that.
Right.
Now all of a sudden, when I flip it, you agree.
Well, you have to understand. You have to understand. He's not thinking logically. He's thinking emotionally. Actually, he is thinking logically. He thinks if I defend women, women are going to like me. That's what that's. And listen, right. Like in the deepest recesses of his mind, he knows you're right. He knows he agrees with it. He doesn't know that he agrees with it yet, but he feels like he has to defend women because that's going to make him more attractive to women. So there's no way to respond to that. Yeah. You have to understand this. And I get it, man, because these guys, they piss me off as much as anybody. The only response you need to have with these guys, let him say what he has to say. Don't respond with reason. Don't respond with rationale. Let him know you do know she's still not going to fuck you, right? That's all you need to say. Because not only does he know that that's why he's doing it, the girls know that's why he's doing it. And it makes him look like a complete fucking asshole.
Yep, exactly. Just one more thing, though, is because there's this girl that called me an incel in the comments, and I said, Jesus. Okay, well, she posted it. Do you know who Elliot Rogers is? Because I never even heard of him.
His name is Elliot Roger, and he is he's a California kid who got mad that girls didn't like him because he had money, and he went and shot up a bunch of people at Isla Vista, including himself. He's in the same camp as Alec Manassi. Yep, that's him. That's who he is.
Wow. So she posted a picture of that guy in the comments, and she said, you got the same energy as him. So because I pointed out that men aren't obligated to do that, I'm comparable to this guy, the killer.
Right. Do you see how? Right. And you see, it's so funny you're laughing about this, and I agree with you because it just doesn't make any sense. What you're going to have to understand, caller, is that our detractors are never going to make reasonable, rational arguments. Anytime you say anything unflattering to or about women, incel, misogynist, you're an Elliot Roger, you're an Alec Manassian. Listen, there is no response to that. So the best thing to do is just not to post that stuff. It just listen. It doesn't honestly. Yeah. It doesn't make it in. And dude, trust me, I totally get it because when you hear this stuff, it makes you want to just shake people and say, "Wake the fuck up!" Don't you get it? You have to understand, caller.
Yep.
The red pill never sinks in unless a man seeks it out. You can't. There has never been a man who has accepted red pill truth that was told to him by a friend. Hey, have you ever heard about the red pill? Well, let me tell you what it's all about. Or they see a post with some sort of red pill content. You know what? I think he's right. I think I'm going to be red pill now. No, the only thing that's going to convince these guys that what we talk about here is real is pain, anguish, heartache. And even then, caller, 9 times out of 10, they still don't see the light because you want what they tell themselves? Not all women are like that. You cannot help these men who don't want or need to be helped. Number one. And number two, don't argue with women. Dude, I haven't been in an argument in fucking 10 years. Don't argue with women. Just don't do it. Don't respond to that nonsense. Yeah. Oh, you're an Elliot Roger, da-da-da-da. You have that. You know what I would have said? You have that same energy? Energy, no. Car, yes. Elliot Roger drove a BMW. Thank you for the caller. Thank you for the call, rather. Good call, man. Good call. Yeah, don't argue with these guys. Don't argue with these guys. It's a losing battle. It's a losing battle. It really is. And listen, dude, this is why I had to get rid of social media because I got drawn into stuff like that too, man. I just don't have time for it anymore, man. I don't have time for it anymore. Crispin J on the Sharpe stream side says, I get called arrogant. I just say I'm just confident. Listen, when people come after me with that stuff, you're so arrogant. Yeah, and you see women as objects. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Agree and amplify. Agree and amplify. I don't hate women. I hate fuck them, so maybe I do hate women. Who knows? I don't know. You're a misogynist. What, you want to massage my dick? That's what that is? That's actually your joke, Dev. It's actually Dev's joke. Hey, I know. There she goes. I just gave you credit. I'm over here plagiarizing. It's been a long day. Guys. Shout out to... Oh, crap. I don't know what this guy wants to call himself. Shout out to Eric H. And I think I know his nickname. With a $20 donation via Streamlabs says, here's to the chip jar. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you very much, Eric H. I appreciate that very, very much. I appreciate all of you guys. Shout out to, oh my God. Shout out to, I think that's King Life. Is that the one that said that I missed the message? Dev? Hey.
Yeah.
Is King Life the one where I missed the message that he sent over Streamlabs? Who is that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so shout out to King Life with another $100 donation. King Life, I think this was you. You sent me $20. Then you sent me another $100 donation. I appreciate that very, very much. I appreciate that very, very much. You guys are very, very, yeah. You guys are extremely generous. You guys really are, man. You guys are awesome. Somebody on Patreon wants me to do the Williams impression.
I love that.
I'm not gonna do Williams. I might do Kara. Kara, do you think Williams is what is he, catfishing me? His Instagram disappeared. Kara, what do you think? Is he? Yeah, you guys don't listen. You guys don't get to get Williams unless you're on the Sharpe Stream side of Patreon. Before we get to the calls, we're gonna go to month number 5 of the 9-month 12 levels of dread. If your girl is getting out of line, month 5. So let's review here. If your girl is out of line, month number one, learn to recognize and start learning how to pass shit tests. Month number 2, self-improvement. Hit the gym. Take up masculine hobbies. Month number 3, start conditioning your availability to your wife with her treatment of you. In other words, if she doesn't want to fuck you, you go do something else. Okay? Her availability to you sexually is, your availability to her, your time and attention is contingent upon her sexual openness from you. In other words, if she's not fucking you, you don't have time for her. Month number 4, start dressing better. If your wife, now again, one of two things is going to happen. Either your wife is going to fall in line, because they usually do at this point, or you need to go to step 5. Month number 5, start to learn pickup game.
Hey, babe. That was the neg on the 20.
Oh, the neg one. Oh, so that was the neg. Okay, very good. Very good. So that was the neg one. Oh, that's right. That's exactly right. Never mind. Listen, I love you very, very much, King Life, but I'm going to recant those thank you very muches. And the neg one, God, the neg one, dude. Thank you very much, man. I had his name on the tip of my tongue. Couldn't really think of what it is. Month 5, start to learn pickup game. Now, when I say pickup game, I'm not talking about, hey, are you from Tennessee because you're the only 10 I see. No, I'm not talking about the cheesy canned pickups. No, I'm talking about the art of learning how to strike up conversations with pretty girls and escalating it to the point of generating sexual interest. Now, you're not going to go out and start getting phone numbers and start setting up dates. At least not yet. But you need, in month 5, you need to take a solid month and read up on how to approach beautiful women, how to carry on short but very effective conversations that indirectly tell women that you are sexually interested in them, how to number close them, and how to set up a date. Again, you're not going to take action just yet, but you're reading up on this stuff. You're going to practice. You're going to rehearse. You're going to study body language mastery. Get that at MLD. You can get Womanese 101. That drops at the end of this month, July 31st. That's going to fucking blow the doors off of this thing. If you guys thought Womanese 101 was crazy, Womanese Volume 2 is going to change the game. Get all of that. Learn how to spot indicators of interest, or IOIs for short, or as Alpha Male Strategies likes to call it, choosing signals. You're learning what to look for. You're learning what not to look for, when to approach, when not to waste your time, when to cut the conversation short, and when to go in for the kill. That's month 5. Month number 6. You are now going to use your newfound pickup skills on your wife. Not other women yet. On your wife. Strike up conversation with your girl. With your wife or girlfriend. Flirt with her. Pass her shit test. Be playful. Flirt with her. Be charming. Now, this will accomplish 2 things. Number 1, it will make your wife feel young and attractive again, and that should lead to sex. Number 2, it will sharpen your new skill. Stay with me here. If your wife isn't receptive to your newfound seduction techniques, this is actually a good thing, because now you're getting numb You're getting numb to failing in the comfort of your own home. If your wife rejects you, try again. If she rejects you again, try again. Keep trying, keep practicing, keep at it. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it. And the more she rejects you, the more impervious you become to rejection. Trust me when I tell you guys, being unfazed by the prospect of being rejected by girls, guys, that is a feeling of invincibility. I'm not exaggerating here, guys. It is a beautiful thing when you see a hot brunette with huge tits and you walk right up to her without even thinking about it, because you don't give a shit if she rejects you or not. You're now outcome independent. So let's review. Now you're at the end of month 6. You're in the best shape of your life or close to it. Okay, you're getting close to your blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You've started bringing your son to class, by the way. You're going to sign him up. Right? You're going to the shooting range regularly. You've gotten a conceal carry permit for your silver top Glock. Your wife knows that if she wants you around, she's got to feed you, fuck you, and shut the fuck up. Be a better wife. Right? You're constantly updating your look because you've subscribed to several YouTube channels on men's fashion, i.e. Kevin Samuels. So your threads are still top notch and you're looking good every time you leave the house. You're flirting with your wife more. You're practicing your seduction skills. You're making her feel young again. And she knows that she can't just order you around anymore. If your wife still loves you, if she still cares about you, this is wife or girlfriend, she'll come around. Think about it. You will have completely transformed yourself and made yourself into the kind of man that all women would love to be with. You are a confident, disciplined, physically fit man who doesn't let his woman walk all over him while making her feel loved, desired, and protected, who isn't afraid to smack her in the ass when he feels like it. Okay? If she still loves you, if she hasn't started fucking somebody else, because as soon as she starts fucking somebody else, it's wrapped. Doesn't matter what you do. If she still loves you, she will do what it takes to keep you around. She'll follow your lead. She'll start to get back into shape. She'll start to act and dress more feminine because you're dressing and acting more masculine. She wears hoops and heels for you. She transforms because you have transformed. Listen, all she needed at that point was a reason to care again, and you gave it to her, right? You gave her a reason to carry it. You can't expect your wife to change if you don't. You have to take the lead. Okay? You can't you can't expect your wife to want to get her fat ass in shape if you're a fat ass. Right? Got a lot of fat ass dudes. I need my girl to be a 10. Bruh, you look like a basketball. You don't get to demand shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. Your wife or girlfriend will not change if you don't. Your wife will follow your lead. That's how this works. And if you go all in, guys, if you go all in during the 6 months transformation and your wife still loves you, I can almost guarantee that she will make a concerted effort to try to reciprocate your value. Just like the caller said earlier, it took that dude 3 months. That dude hit the gym, bought a motorcycle, and started taking a boxing class. This woman started sucking his dick on month 3. Even if she didn't love you before, okay? Even if she was thinking about divorce, this 6 month process will go a long way in possibly changing her mind. Maybe she was even having an affair. Making these changes have a way of changing a woman's behavior for the better. Now, if your wife doesn't respond by being a better wife, your marriage isn't dead, but it's on life support. Okay? It's on life support. We're going to break out the defibrillator, rub those paddles together, and talk about month number 7. Before that, let's go to area code 916. Area code 916. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. I have a buddy. I've been in the red pill info for a solid month now, and there's definitely no turning back for me. And at the same time, I have a buddy who's essentially been zeroed out by his wife cheating on him, and you know, I've kind of trickled in some stuff here and there, and he wanted to hear what I had to say the other night. But he just wants to do dumb shit. Like, he wants to fight the guy. He wants to report on them at HR. And it got to the point to where I had my first true test of, you know, my mental point of origin, and just letting him know and be like, hey man, I can't be here for you if this is how you're going to behave.
Right.
And it killed me. And we go way back, and, you know, I think he heard what I was saying to him, but I know that he's got to come around to this realization, but he's reading red pill stuff, but he just interprets it as him being weak, and that he feels like his life has been ruined these past 10 years. And I just could use a little guidance on how to handle this, because he's my boy. Like, we go back to when we were kids, and it kills me to see him going through this.
Yeah, it's always very, very tough to you know, see one of your homeboys go through a tough time with women. There's nothing that the only thing you can do is just be there to pick him up when he falls. Okay. Now, it's good that he's reading red pill content, but I think something else that you could probably do in addition to this is let him see, listen, you are being weak, but fighting the guy is not the answer. Okay. Like, a lot of guys get pissed off at the guy for fucking his girl. And I understand that. But you have to understand, it's not the guy's fault. It's not the guy's fault that he is fucking your girl. He's a guy. If a girl throws pussy at him, he's going to take the pussy. What's he going to do? What's he going to say? Well, you're married, so I'm not going to have sex with you. Of course not. And he wouldn't either, right? The reason why he's pissed off at the guy is because he's afraid to be pissed off at the person he really should be pissed off, and that's his woman. Any man who's pissed off at a guy for fucking his girl or flirting with his girl knows damn well he's not the problem. They know that the woman is the problem. They just don't have the balls to confront the woman. Well, it's not you I don't trust. I don't trust them. Well, then you're never going to trust any man. All you can do, caller, all you can do is try to point him in the right direction. Tell him, listen, man, your anger is misplaced. And try to tell him, listen, you're not really pissed off at the guy. You think you are, but you're not. No, you're pissed off at your fucking girl. And let him know. Tell him this. Because check this out. If there was a hot girl at work flirting with you and she had a boyfriend or husband, tell me you wouldn't fuck her. And if he says, well, I wouldn't fuck her, you're a fucking liar and you fucking know it. And after that, you tell him this. You tell him you're a fucking liar. When you want to have an honest conversation about this, then you can come back to me when you don't want to be a fucking liar. You are a fucking liar. You're not really pissed off at that guy. You're pissed off at your fucking wife. This is bullshit. Don't fucking blame the guy. He's being a man. Fuck that. Listen, it's not against the law to be pissed off at your wife. And when you're ready to admit that, you can give me a call. That's the only way you're going to help him that way. And you want to know something? If he doesn't come around, okay, let him go get his ass kicked over some pussy that doesn't belong to him. That's all I can say. That's really the best. That's the best I can tell you. Let's go to area code 706. Area code 706. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, what's good, Donovan? It's Corn, Georgia, and
All right, you got a bad signal, 706. Let's try 773 again. Area code 773. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Oh, okay. All right, I guess 773 drop. All right. Let me shout out some super chats. Shout out some super chats here. Shout out to King Life with the $10 super chat. Says those hundreds wasn't me, but showing more love, brother. Appreciate that, man. Yes, that was the Neg 1 with the $120 in donations. Appreciate that. Phoenix 606 with 10 Canadian dollars. Says, thank you, Donovan, for everything. It saved my mental health, time, and money, especially being a 1%er, from not paying alimony or child support to my ex and seeing my kid 80% of the time. God damn. Phoenix 606 won. I'll be damned. Wow, he won. Fucking A. Congratulations, man. You, my friend, are the exception to the rule. Yeah, you are a 1%er. Technomage B5 with another $10 super chat says, doing this program, it doesn't matter if your wife responds or not. You get better and raise your game. You win either way. You either get her back or she reveals herself as not worthy of you. Technomage B5. You're prognosticating. You are doing an ETF 42 impression. You're giving up the game. You can't get away too early, man. I'm trying to boil up to it. But yes, Technomage B5 is 100% right in everything he absolutely just said. So before I get back to the phone lines, let us go to months 7, 8, and 9. Month 7. you show your wife that you are capable of talking to pretty girls in public. This is where you gotta have balls, gentlemen. This is where you gotta have balls. Your wife is still the bitchy, neurotic woman draining your soul and hasn't responded to the last 7 months of your metamorphosis. So now it's time to light a fire under her fat ass. You understand? Now keep in mind, I said talking to pretty girls in public, not flirting. Don't be a fucking idiot and try to number close a girl in front of your wife. Because number one, you're not gonna get the number because you're with your fucking wife. And number two, the girl's gonna think that you're just gonna do the same to her. As obvious as this sounds, there are actually dudes out here who misconstrue what this means and end up doing dumb shit and blowing everything up. All you need to do in month number 7 is strike up conversations with pretty girls. They're everywhere. Waitresses, cashiers, anywhere that you and your wife are together, just strike up a conversation with her and be charming. Remember, you practiced this back in month 6 and you got shot down by your wife every single time. So you're impervious to rejection. And the girl doesn't have to worry about all you're doing is striking up a conversation. Oh my God, you're flirting. I'm just having a conversation. Like, what the fuck? Listen, if you want me to flirt, I can flirt. Now, if your wife hadn't, I'll put it to you like this. If your wife hasn't fucked you in a while, okay, and you start a conversation with a pretty young thing right in front of her, one of two things is going to happen, and probably both. Number one, she's going to lose her shit. She's going to lose her shit. She's going to accuse you of cheating. She's going to call you an asshole. She'll break out the heavy artillery, guys. It is very, very important. It is very, very important to not lose frame and argue back. Don't argue back. You were flirting. No, I wasn't. Nope. And I know I said that 2 minutes before. Don't listen. Don't do it. Just let her empty the clip and maintain frame. Let her fire all her bullets. Do not respond with anything. Or you could use amuse mastery and kind of chuckle about it and say something like, calm down. It's not like I'm fucking or anything. At least not yet. Dude, she will absolutely go fucking nuclear. Now, before I get to number two, the second thing that's going to happen when you show your wife that you can talk to pretty girls in front of her, it's important to note that your wife losing her shit is not a bad thing. Okay? She is finally responding, and this is a good thing. It shows that she might actually give a shit. That means there might be some hope. Okay? Your marriage is still on life support, but it's not time to pull the plug just yet. So keep in mind that if your wife gets angry about you conversing with a younger, hotter female, you might just have a chance to save your marriage or relationship. Here's the second thing that'll happen. As soon as you get home, she will fuck you like you have never been fucked before. She will suck your soul out through your cock. She will beg you to blast your load all over her face. She'll do every vile, debaucherous thing you can imagine. Dude, she will fuck you with more passion than on your honeymoon. When a woman really likes you, okay, she'll forgive any minor transgressions like flirting with a woman or looking at another woman's ass in front of her. Now, again, this is your wife, so you don't want to disrespect her, but you want to send a clear message. You want to send a clear message that says, look, I am very close to replacing your ass, and the woman I'm going to replace you with looks a lot like her. And as you can see, it's not going to be difficult. That's what you need to tell her indirectly. Trust me when I tell you, she will get the message. She will lose her shit, but at the end of the day, she'll practically rape you. That's what's going to happen. So now that we are at the end of month 7, you're a higher value male who is now talking to other women in front of your wife. If your wife still isn't responding, if she is still acting like she doesn't give a shit, it is time to start wrapping your head around the fact that you're going to have to make some hard decisions sooner or later. It's not time to hit the panic button quite yet, but at this point, it's far more likely than not that your marriage is over. Month number 8. This is, and actually this is sort of step 8 because this doesn't really last a month. This lasts maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks tops. This is the linchpin, guys. This is the turning point. It is time to speak plainly to your wife, but don't start giving her ultimatums. Okay? But what you are going to do is you are going to execute implied and credible dread game. Even though you're not saying doing this or else, Make no mistake about the fact that you are about to issue some unspoken threats here. So let's say you're horny and you want to fuck your wife. You walk up behind her, you grab her neck, or I'm sorry, you grab her tits, you bite her neck. Let's say she rejects you again, right? At this point, don't go over and pick up your gym bag and go somewhere. Don't grab your gun and go to the shooting range. Don't grab your boxing gloves and head to the gym. No, don't do that. At this point, you look her dead in the eye and you say something like this. You do understand that I need to have sex with you to have a relationship with you, right? You do know that this is a biological need for men. You do understand that, right? Then you pick up your gym bag and you go to the gym or the shooting range or whatever it is that you. Don't argue with her. Don't get into a shouting match. Just look her in the eye, speak your piece, leave the room immediately. Don't let her respond. Don't let her drag you into an argument. Grab your gym bag, your silver top Glock, your sparring gear, hit the gym, the shooting range, jiu-jitsu, whatever, and be gone for several hours. You need to be gone for a while. Your goal here, gentlemen, is to let her know in no uncertain terms that her sexual denials will not be tolerated. Voice your expectations and get the fuck out of there. Bounce like a bad check. Doing this without getting into an argument or getting swept up in her dramatic knockdown, drag out shouting match will make her think long and hard about what's really going on. She'll have to start to give some serious thought as to whether or not she wants to be married to you anymore, which is exactly what you want, right? Gentlemen, you will only have to do this once, maybe twice, before things come to a head. And one of two things is going to happen, as they always do at the end of these steps. Number one, your wife will finally start to respond. She will air out her grievances with you. She will talk about her concerns, her issues. And guys, you got to be patient and you got to eat some crow here, okay? Listen, okay, so she's been a shitty wife, but let's not pretend that you've been the perfect husband even during your 7-month transformation, okay? Listen to her concerns and work through them together from a red pill's perspective. Don't pander to her. Don't apologize for anything. Don't say, I'm sorry. Use language like, I can understand why that would upset you. And yeah, okay, I probably could have handled that differently. I never thought of it that way. Okay, I think we can come up with a workable solution for that. Stuff like that. If you start sobbing and apologizing because your wife is finally reacting, guess what? You're going right back to square one. Right back to square one. Okay? Your insides need to match your outsides. You look like a fucking man, so now it's time to act like one. Give her an audience. Okay? Give credence to her concerns. Remember, she is still your wife. But by the same token, gentlemen, there needs to be a paradigm shift in your relationship. And the fact that she's actually sitting down and talking to you at this point means that she is open and possibly ready and willing to follow your lead. There's an open dialogue between you two. Then you guys might be on your way to saving your marriage or relationship, and it only took 8 months to do. Sometimes it never really works that way. Here's the second thing that could happen. The second thing that could happen is she does not respond. In other words, it is clear that after 8+ months, 7+ months of improving yourself in every way imaginable, she still doesn't see the writing on the wall. If that's the case, it is time to move on to the last and final step, which is step 9. And again, Before I get into that, it's worth noting that step 10 in the original 12 levels of dread was that you give her a verbal ultimatum, basically fuck me or fuck you. You're supposed to tell your wife, you need to start having sex with me or I'm gone. And I got a problem with it. I got a few problems with this. Number one, very few women respond well to ultimatums. Now you guys are probably thinking, well, Donovan, you tell girls all the time that if they don't get off social media, they can't be your main chick. And you would be wrong. I don't say do this or else. I say, if you want to be with me, then social media has to go. This isn't an ultimatum. This is a choice. You can either be on social media or you can be with me, but you can't have both. So make your choice. It's not an ultimatum. Oh my God, you give me an ultimatum. No, women characterize situations as ultimatums when they don't like their options. When they can't have their cake and eat it too, they characterize it as an ultimatum. You don't get to be with me and be on social media. It's one or the other, never both. Anyway, so now we move on to step 9. This is thermonuclear. Get a girlfriend or a side chick and start fucking other women, guys. Okay? It's time to take your ring off and hit the market. And at this point, think about this. At this point, it shouldn't really take you very long to start banging multiple girls. Remember, you're in fantastic shape. You look good. You smell good. You're a better fighter. You've got masculine hobbies. Your pickup game is solid. You know how to talk to pretty girls. You know how to number close, and you know how to sexually escalate. You've been at this for 8 months, my man. You're going to have little to zero fear getting back out on the dating market because you have spent the better part of the last 8-9 months improving yourself in every way imaginable. Your wife didn't come around, so it's time to start satisfying your needs. Now, you don't want to get caught. Let's be clear about that. Step 12 in the original article is to tell her that you have a girlfriend and that you won't be bothering her for sex anymore. But the problem with that is that not only will your wife immediately file for divorce, she'll tell the judge that you're having an affair and caused her and her children emotional pain and stress. And the judge will award her a generous child support and alimony payment. And again, the court's already going to punish you for being a man in a divorce with a woman. But if your wife catches you in an affair, you are asking for a world of trouble. And no pussy is worth that. Believe me. So I would refer you to the first segment in episode 443 when I cover the 10 side chick commandments, covers all the ins and outs. The number one rule, the number one commandment of the 10 side chick commandments, do not get caught. Now, during your time out on the sexual market, okay, you're spending the night away from home. You're disappearing for hours at a time. You're not wearing your wedding ring. Now, your wife can accuse you of whatever she wants to. But like Alonzo Harris famously said in Training Day, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Anybody can say whatever they want, guys. But if she doesn't have proof, it's not going to have it's not going to have an impact. You're going to be guilty till proven innocent, but there's no need to put the nail in your own coffin by getting caught or telling your wife, hey, I'm fucking somebody else. If she accuses you of anything, just deny it. If she asks you where you were last night, tell her you stayed at a friend's house. Tell her you went out of town. She won't believe you, but it won't matter. So long as you don't admit you're fucking around. After 2, maybe 3 months of fucking other women, it's safe to say that you're probably pretty close to being over your wife completely if you haven't fallen out of love with her altogether. Do you see how this works, guys? You see how this works? Just like Technomage B5 said, at the end of this process, you're going to win no matter what. If your wife decides to get back in line, great. If she doesn't, great. You're going to be fucking younger, hotter girls anyway. You win either way. So that is the Reader's Digest version of the 12 levels of dread. Let's go back to the phone lines. Oh, Tricky Trini says, do you think the 12 levels of dread would work on Lisa? Oh my God. Wow. Honestly, man, would the 12 levels of dread work on Lisa? Jesus fucking Christ. You know what, Trini? They would, but I wouldn't want them to. I would not want them to. If I'm trying to get out of a relationship with Lisa, I'm going to act like the biggest beta fucking bitch boy ever. Ever. That's some funny shit. Area code 858. Area code 858. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Brian Bloom.
Hey, Brian. How you doing, bud? Brian in San Diego. What's up, brother?
Good, good. Yeah, well, first of all, if you don't mind, I'm 58, so I'm probably the grandpa on this show.
Oh, you sound young, man. You sound like you sound like you're 30.
Well, I just worked out at the gym. Okay. I run 6 miles. I'm a black belt in Campo. Shit. And I feel young, but I just got turned on to your stuff. And if I could make a couple of observations first.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
One observation is that you're just a really nice guy. And I listened to your entire, hour YouTube yesterday when you talked about your mom and everything. I'm going to tell you that I bet you had a great mom and great.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I guess we lost area code 858. All right, call back. Area code 650. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's up, Donovan? It's AJ out in San Francisco.
Hey, AJ, what's going on, brother?
Doing fantastic. You know what's funny about the previous caller is he's calling from San Diego, and he kind of sounds like John Sonmez from Bulldog Mindset.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit. So I just thought that was interesting.
All right, good shit, man.
But anyways, I'm calling because I wanted to add some perspective to the issue of the red pill at work.
90
I know it's a
seconds.
topic that people have called about, and Armando, also from the Bay Area, called earlier this stream about it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I've worked sales and service oriented jobs with a female boss a majority of the time. So I have some, perspective on, what to do. And the thing about the workplace is the red pill truths don't go away.
Right.
So you have to be aware of
60 seconds
saying versus doing, that dichotomy, as well as, women trying to keep their image, at a premier level.
Right.
So yeah, the way you broke it down earlier is perfect. You practice the red pill, hold your ground, but you don't go off spouting your sources or putting it in people's faces, because that sort of defeats the whole purpose of practicing the red pill.
Yes. No, listen, I totally agree with it. And by practicing, this is the thing, and the hardest thing to do, especially for guys who just find the red pill, is to not tell everybody about it. Because when I first found the red pill, I was telling everybody who would listen, because I was like, guys, I've got the answers. This is why shit's fucked up. This is how you can live a better life. And nobody was trying to hear it, right? It took me about a year.
10 seconds.
It took me about a year and a half. And don't worry, guys, if you're in the queue, you'll get on the show. It took me a good almost year and a half to finally say, you know what? Dudes really aren't trying to hear about the red pill. The red pill really only sinks in to those who seek it out.
Absolutely. And as an extension of that, in terms of making friendships at work, you're spot on. You can't treat the development of friendships in a work context the same as outside of work, because a lot of the camaraderie that you build with your colleagues is based on achieving company objectives.
Right.
And your favor sort of sways with that status. So when things, go awry, whether or not it's your fault in a work context, that can have a negative effect and exacerbate any issues you have. In fact, the 916 caller, I don't know if you noticed, proposed going to HR as a solution for the guy causing issues, which means it's in a workplace. It initiated there.
Yeah,
so that's
Jesus
another
Christ.
reason to keep your romantic life out of it, because it's one thing if you have a beef with a dude outside of work, but if it, hovers a cloud over your work.
Oh my
life,
God. Yeah.
that
That could
adds to the
fuck
situation.
everything up. Dude, that could fuck everything up, dude.
Absolutely. So the bottom line here, and this is what the red pill emphasizes, is always be looking for ways to build yourself, find hobbies, aspirations, and find a way to make money.
Yep.
Find a demand in the world and serve it. So that way, when work falls through, like it can for some people, you have something to fall back on.
Good call, man. Very, very good call. I appreciate you calling in, AJ. AJ in San Francisco, man. This is what I miss about taking phone calls on YouTube. And the reason I don't take phone calls too often anymore is because we always have a bunch of chuckleheads that like to call in. But AJ in San Francisco, man, he's one of the most insightful regular callers that I have, man. He's probably been red pilled for a while, but he speaks like he's been red pilled for years, man. Always insightful. But yeah, he's absolutely right, man. You really have to be careful at work. You really have to be careful at work, man. So good call. The Neg One keeps throwing money in my direction. I feel like a stripper. He's making it rain on me. I'm not getting naked, the Neg One. $100 super chat. I appreciate that. He said 11 months and getting stronger with the tips and advice you've given me since I subscribed to your Patreon and bought your Build Your Woman from the Ground Up course. You are the man to help me achieve my status, and I keep listening, so I understand ways to keep it. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. The Neg One, man, that's incredible. This dude has donated $220 today. So shout out to the Neg One for making it rain here. Making it rain here at the mobile studio. I got John from Modern Life Dating says, I want to know. Hang on, he actually just sent me a text message. He says, I want to know what your mobile setup is. That thing is lit. Yes, the mobile setup is on point. I've got the moving camera. I basically packed up a bunch of stuff from my studio at home and I brought it here. And anytime I travel, this is exactly what I'm going to do. This could not have worked out any better. It could not have worked out any better. I got all my equipment together early this morning and I just plugged everything up and everything worked. I was like, holy shit, like I might actually pull this off. And here I am doing a live stream in the state of Virginia. And I don't want to be here, by the way. I will be back here in 3 weeks because I got to come back here in 3 weeks. Take care of some other business. But yes, here I am in the state of Virginia doing a show, taking calls live on the air. Dude, we're how many states did we go through? Let's see. We started out in Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, DC, Virginia. 6 states away. 5-6 states away. I don't know if DC counts as a state, but yeah. Been to PA. Been through Delaware, DC. I don't know that counts. Maryland, and now Virginia. Unbelievable. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. And I didn't really have that much equipment, man. Like it didn't really take that much. So I think in the future, I might actually upgrade my mobile setup, man. I've got 2 screens. I've got 1 screen here. I have another screen there. This is just incredible. This is incredible. It really, really is. This has been a lot of fun. But we got other callers to take. Let's go ahead and finish these bad boys out. Let's go to area code 479. Area code 479. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, Donovan.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Hello, Donovan.
Yes.
Yeah, my name's Denver.
Area code 323. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan. It's DJ from LA.
DJ in LA. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Oh, yeah. I've always been listening to the show, but I haven't called in. I was just, I had to call in today because of, I believe it was a caller from Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
He reminded me, he reminded me basically why, my situation and what made me turn red pill. And, I just want to call in and say thank you because honestly, my life has changed and it hasn't even been a year yet. And it's only up from here,
Well, I appreciate it, man. I thank you for. I love it when guys call and tell me, "Hey, man, like your content has changed my life." Like it never. And even one of the guys was like, "I know you hear this all the time," and I'm like, "Nah, dude, like that doesn't get old. That never, ever, ever. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind that I've had a positive impact." That I've had that much of a positive impact. I don't know what happened to the other caller. I don't know what happened to that other caller, but all right, let's go to area code 229. Area code 229. You're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Bud from Virginia.
Hey, Bud. Oh, you're probably right down the road from us, man. You in Fredericksburg?
Yeah.
Good stuff. So what's up?
There in Alexandria.
Okay. All right. Well, that's close by.
Two quick questions.
Sure. Go ahead.
The first one, you say to demonstrate and not explicate.
I think Rolo says that, but yeah, I agree with it.
How do you do that without coming off as passive?
Give me an example.
Passive aggressive. So, for example, say your girl's getting out of pocket, and she has to take you on a date later, and when you don't, and she asks, why aren't we going anywhere? Should you just keep quiet or?
Oh, okay, I see.
Make something up.
No. Don't make anything up. That's actually a very good question. So, what your girl is doing is she's sort of shit testing you, right? And if you haven't conditioned your girl to understand that my attention towards you is contingent upon your treatment of me. If you're out of pocket, we don't go anywhere. If you are out of pocket, we stay in. If you are in pocket, we can go out, right? So when your girl says to you, well, I can't, right. Well, why is it that we're not going anywhere? Well, tell her, you haven't really given me a reason to make you want to, well, what are you talking about? I don't know, you've been kind of a bitch lately, to be honest with you. I haven't been a bitch. Listen, I could be wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me. Well, listen, you're more than welcome to go out, but yeah, like you've just been a bitch lately. That's just all I'm going to say. Sometimes like okay. And here's the thing that now the demonstrate don't explicate part, if your woman gets out of pocket, let's just say that she does some off the wall shit. Okay. You withdraw your attention. Okay. She's going to know, let's just say that you guys are out and she yells at you or does some dumb shit or flirts in front of some guy in front of you. Right. Don't get mad. Don't get crazy. Just withdraw your attention. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't give her your attention. She's going to ask you why you seem kind of off lately. She knows why you've been off lately. That's when you don't say anything. You've been off, da-da-da-da-da. Why have you been off? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, everything feels fine to me. I mean, like, are you off? Like, is there something wrong with you? Is there something you need to talk about? If she says, are you doing this because I flirted with that gas station attendant? Say, well, if I had flirted with a gas station attendant, what would you have done? Right? So again, you're letting her know, you're letting her know without letting her know. But you're not even going to get to that point, because if she flirts with a gas station attendant, if she flirts with a gas station attendant or a flight attendant or a fucking waiter, whatever the case may be, when you withdraw your attention, she's going to know why. And guess what? If she really cares about you, she will stop the behavior. But she will not stop the behavior if you reward her for bad behavior. So that's the answer there. Demonstrate, don't explicate means that when she does something that you deem out of pocket, you take action. And you withdraw your attention. The most valuable commodity a man has is to a woman, time and attention. Women can get money anywhere. They can get dick anywhere. What they want is a man's attention and his time. If you withdraw your attention and your time when she gets out of pocket, she's going to know why. Now, if she doesn't respond positively to you withdrawing your attention, then guess what? Then she doesn't really want your time or attention, at which point it's time to break up. But women aren't perfect. Like, you're going to have to understand. Like, dude, when Devin and I went to Hawaii 4 years ago, she was sitting right in front of me at breakfast, right? And all of a sudden, she started getting animated. I look behind me, and there's this fucking blonde-haired Thor-looking motherfucker. I'm like, oh, okay. So she's being all demonstrative because she's trying to get this guy's attention. You want to know what I said to her? I said, well, listen, if you want the guy's phone number, I can go and get it for you. Stop that behavior right then and there, because I recognize what was happening. Now, to my knowledge, she hasn't, I mean, listen, maybe she's made eyes at somebody after that. I didn't know about it. I didn't find out about it. That's the way I handled that. But I didn't get all, oh, I can't believe you. Well, listen, if you want that guy's phone number, I can just ask you. I can just ask him for it. That's demonstrating that you don't give a shit. If you want to flirt with that guy, then you don't get to be with me. Like, if you want to get with that guy, cool. Like, I'll have fun in Hawaii all by myself. That's the best thing.
Okay.
And of course, Devin.
My second question was.
Hold on, real quick. Of course, Devin snowflaking in the chat. 4 years ago, I didn't even notice the guy. Sure, Dev. Sure. All right, go ahead.
Okay. My next question is, I get called aggressive and controlling a lot. Does that mean I should back off a bit? Or?
You said your girl. Hey, so you said your girl accused you of being aggressive and controlling?
Yeah. It's usually when she doesn't get something she wants, like exactly her way.
Okay. So when a woman says,
I'm doing things right.
No, listen. Yes, you're doing it. You're aggressive and controlling, say, and the problem is? That's like, listen, you don't have to explain shit. Yeah. Oh my God, you're possessive and this and that and the other. Guilty as charged. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Right? You let her know that you are who you are unapologetically. Oh my God, you're so controlling and blah, 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 blah. Yep. And that's it. Leave it at that. Well, I don't want you to be that way. Well, then you should probably find someone else to date, sweetie, because I ain't changing. And she'll hoot and she'll holler, and I can't believe it. But if you stand your ground, if she really, truly loves you, guess what? She will stick around. Stand your ground. She will stick around. Shout out to Kevin Samuels in the chat, my man in the CIA. Kevin Samuels is over here killing the motherfucking game. This dude has 1,600 viewers. He had like 2,000 viewers in his show the other day. He's out drawing me. So shout out to Kevin, man. He's doing big things over on his channel. Be sure to check him out. He is the best dressed and probably the best smelling man on the internet. You can, like, when I look at Kevin, I know he smells good. I'm like, he looks like he smells like Aqua de Joe. He just, Kevin is always he's always tight. He's always clean. Last two callers. Let's go to area code 860. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I ain't gonna say anything.
Area code 860. What's up?
Yo, what's up? Donovan!
What's up, man?
Yeah. What's up, bro? Hey, it's Mr. Who from Connecticut.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
That's whore, hater, and obliterator.
Whore, hater. You know, you should call yourself the whore obliterator. Yeah, there you go. That's funny as shit.
Yo, I'm chilling with my broski, man. We just finished lifting weights, man. You the fucking man, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you. He said the whore hater and obliterator.
The rep pill is imperative.
Real talk, man. Real talk.
Yo, check this out. I got a question.
All right, what you got?
How do you think the quarantine and coronavirus is impacting these attention whores?
Oh my God, man. These hoes out here don't know what the fuck to do, man. Like the coronavirus. Listen, these hoes are scrambling. Like these bitches are even they're either breaking up with their men or they're starting OnlyFans pages. Like listen, check it out. What the coronavirus is doing is it's exposing these hoes. Like you can tell a girl ain't shit if she starts OnlyFans, right? You know she ain't got no boyfriend. If she's broke, if she's a broke ass bitch and ain't got no man, she starts OnlyFans. That's how that works. Coronavirus is out here exposing these hoes out here, man. I'm trying to tell you.
That's a fact, bro. Yo, what about the quarantine weight these whores are putting?
Oh, it's about the quarantine weight?
You know, yeah, yo, they just fucking eating. They're so lazy. They won't even fucking do a home workout.
No, they can't do it. They can't. Now, listen.
Fucking does not constitute working out. Bitch.
I agree.
COVID-15, bro.
COVID-15. COVID-15. Yeah, listen, man. It's tough. It's tough for girls to work out if they don't have a gym, but that doesn't mean eat everything in sight, right? That dude was funny. He said the whore hater and obliterator. That's fucking great. That's fucking awesome. Last call of the evening. Area code 707. You're on live at Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's the Marfuki, man. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? You know what's interesting? I saw your $20 super chat, and I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember whether I shouted it out or not. I think I did, but what's going on, dude?
Hey, so two things I just want to talk about because you were saying earlier. You don't know if people are ready to hear the red pill. Yeah. I think they are. And the reason for that is because I want to tell you my story about how I heard you. And I know one of the names are going to make your blood boil, but hear me out. So the first one was a friend of Patrice O'Neill named Bill Burr.
Oh, yeah.
And he has a podcast called the Monday Morning Podcast. And he does advice. And so he helped me during my divorce get a lot of clarity of like, wow, there's a lot of fucked up things going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one. And then, you know, one thing led to another. I ended up listening to Alexander Grace for a little while, you know?
Okay.
And then, but what was kind of interesting is that then you came on the suggestion.
Wow.
So I think people you came up on the suggestion. So I found you through Alexander Grace.
Okay, good.
And he's purple pill, but I mean, he's kind of the spoonful of sugar that makes the red pill go down a little bit.
I like that. That's a good analogy. That's good.
Yeah, so that's why it's like he does get a lot of flack, but it's kind of like he's kind of easing you into it before we get to people like you or Coach Greg Adams.
Sure.
You know, where things are going to be a lot more blatant.
Yes, of course.
And so I just want to share that it's kind of interesting that it's more mainstream. I mean, Chris Rock was touching in on it on his comedy Bigger and Blacker. He was touching on a lot of the red pill truth, and so is of course Patrice O'Neill. But anyway, so I just had a question for you because as you know, like I've said before, you know, I'm fat. There's no sugarcoating it because I'd probably eat that too. But I want to get my body in shape.
Okay.
And so I'm 5'9", 287.
Okay.
Where do I start?
The first thing, and how old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay. All right.
29 about a month ago.
Okay. All right. So you're young-ish. Listen, I'm not a trainer, and I'm not a nutritionist, but if I were your age and had your body stats, the only two things I would do to get myself in the shape, because I've been there. I've been 312 pounds, and even though I'm 6'2", 312 doesn't look good on a 6'2" frame, no matter what you look like. Lift heavy. This is just in my opinion. This is not professional advice. Lift heavy weights and go keto. The ketogenic diet is the quickest way to burn and lose fat, okay? If you lift heavy, and you're 29, you're a man, lift heavy weights, go keto. You need to be eating from 0 to 50 carbs a day. Keep it under 50 carbohydrates every day. Lift heavy weights. The weight will melt off. It will absolutely melt off. I'm not saying that would happen with you, but when I was your age, I was close to where you were. I was 312 pounds, and the weight melted right off. The weight melted absolutely off, dude.
That's good to know. Thank you so much, Donovan. And again, you know, as I said throughout all my other calls, thank you so much again for all the advice you've done.
Of course.
I really do appreciate it,
Of course, man. The Marfuki, man, calling in. I like how he just kept it real. He's like, listen, I'm a fat ass. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'd probably eat that too. That was good. That was very good. my patrons, my Sharpe Stream patrons, stay put. Stay put. The show is not over for my patrons. The show is not over for my patrons. The phone lines are obviously now closed. The show is not over for my patrons. When I end this on the YouTube side, I'm going to show tomorrow's video today. Tomorrow, I am premiering a video. Girlfriend admits that she cheated once in 3 years. Boyfriend wants to know what to do. If you're not a patron, you got to wait until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning to see it when it gets premiered. If you are a patron and you have access to Sharpe Stream, you will get to see that in about 5 minutes. If you sign up for my Patreon, you get you get all the benefits. You get access to my archive. You get to participate in these Saturday call-in shows. I'm going to start doing Saturday call-in shows strictly for my patrons, doing advice. If you're a $55 patron, you get access to my Sunday webinars. If you purchase Womanese Volume 2, you get access to my Sunday webinars for life. But as a patron, you get access to my archive, my daily shows. You get to watch me every day. You can call in. You get access to the Love is Blind series, all of my surgical breakdowns, the Ask Donovans. And oh, by the way, I'm using Patreon as sort of a social media, right? Like my patrons get to sort of see behind the scenes. What's Donovan up to? My Patreon is what I use that as my Facebook. I use that as my Facebook. I use that as my Twitter. The rest of the world doesn't really, I don't want the rest of the world to know what I'm up to. I love my patrons, man. I love those guys. Yes, the six will be coming back. We will be on the air this Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. This Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. The 6 will be back. I had to take a little bit of a break. Just a 1 week break. I had some shit to take care of. But the 6 will be back. The 6 will be back. So looking very, very much forward to that. So shout out to all of you guys. And I'm going to see if I can find I'm going to jump back in here and because I want to read all of my patrons or all of my I want to shout out all of my super chatters. Because listen, you guys are, I'm telling you, man, you guys are the most generous fucking audience. You guys really are, man. You guys are way too fucking good to me. And I appreciate every super chat, man. Like real fucking talk, like from the heart, man. From the heart. You guys have no idea how incredible that is. No idea. Shout out to Quarantine to God, $2. AJ Taylor, $5. Gravelite, $10. King Life, $10. 2020 Look Back with $20 says, thank you for all the great content. I truly appreciate you, Sorrel. I appreciate you too, my friend. Crispin Johnson, $2. Cowdentious, $2. When I dip, you dip, double dip. That was funny. Amar Kermani, $5. Red Pill Mike, $20. Uber Cult, $2. Says a level 6 janitor smashed my girl. That was funny. Wertem with the $5 Canadian dollars. Seeker of Truth, $5. Armando Moreno, $10. Good to talk to you again, Armando. The Marfuki man who just called up, $20. Chris Perkins, $5. Lavord 1980, $5. Crispin Johnson, another $5. Jim Hackthorn, $1. Brian Bloom, $5. King Life, $10. Kept it real and said that he was not the one that sent the $100. Appreciate that. Technomage B5, $10. The Neg won $100. I mean this from the heart, guys. I mean this from the heart. You guys will, you guys tell me I change your life all the time, and I take tremendous pride in that. But you guys have changed my life just as much as, if not more, than I've changed yours. I will never, ever, ever, I will never take any of you for granted. Ever. I live an incredible life. I'm living a fucking dream right now. Like sometimes I just wake up and I'm like, dude, like I got a 15-hour work day ahead of me and I can't wait to get started. You have no idea how good that feels, guys. You have no idea. And so this is why I try to bring you guys consistent content. I'm on the road, man. I drove for 5 hours today, almost 5 hours. Had to take care of some business. Guess what, man? I'm here for y'all. You guys deserve this. You guys deserve this. And so that's why I'm here. So if you are on the Patreon side, if you are on Sharpe stream, stay put. Stay put. I will show you tomorrow's video today. If you are not, thank you guys very much for tuning in tonight. Thank you very, very much for tuning in tonight. The next time I see you guys, tell Jaleel, $2 super chat says, nice to see you. Single, working on myself. That's attaboy. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. The next time I see you guys on the air will be on Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern on the 6th. Myron Gaines, Minister Jap, Kevin Samuels, Donovan Sharpe, Mr. Lucario, Solo TV 84, and we will be joined by Steve the Dean Williams. He will be the special guest of the 6th. Thank you guys very much. I will see you guys on Sunday night. Patrons, stay put. Thanks for watching.